What's up, my people? This is your girl Misha. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a word for you. The Lord keeps showing me 2222, 222, 222. Okay, everywhere, on the clock, on car registration plate, on bins, on houses, because the Lord talks to me through numbers. Okay, so he told me to go to Isaiah chapter 22 and verse 22 says, I will place on his shoulders the key. Thank you. 22 says, I will place on his shoulders the key to the house of David. What he opens, no one can shut, and what he shuts, no one can open. What's this mean? This is the removal of Shebana. I think that's the name. I'll put it up. This is the removal of Shebana and the elevation of Eliakim, okay, to a position of authority in Jerusalem. I am not good with these names in the Bible, but I'll put it up. So basically, God said, I will place on you the shoulders. I will place on your shoulders the keys to the house of David. What he opens, no one can close, and what he shuts, no one can open. So this is the removal of Shebana, and the elevation of Eliakim to a position of authority in Jerusalem. Okay, who is Shebana? I think I'm saying it right. He was a high-ranking, ambitious official, royal steward, or prime minister under the king Hezekiah of Judea. Okay, he is known for being rebuked by the prophet Isaiah for pride. He was boastful and criticized for his vanity, and as a result, God commanded his replace by Eliakim and forced into exile because it was too hype. God put him down, because God raises up and he takes down. So God pulled him down out of that position and made Eliakim, another one, take his position. Okay, so because of his pride, self-serving actions and lack of trust in God, he was focusing on his own luxury and building a lavish tomb. He was arrogant and self-exalting, self-glorification, okay? But God brought him down low, his downfall for pride. Just like how Satan got kicked out for his pride, because they get too boastful. That's when God says he gives you a promise or he blesses you, don't think it's your doing. Okay, because it comes from God. Everything good comes from God, unless you're on Satan's side. You sacrifice things and you sell out and do all them kind of things for riches and fame. So the key to the house of David represents ultimate authority over royal household, allowing the bearer to control access and making binding decisions. Okay, a high administrative position. Eliakim's actions of opening and shutting are an absolute. God has given him permission to allow who has access to come in and out. Okay? God has granted the chosen individual, which is Eliakim, chosen individual, which is you, absolute authority and permission to control access to a royal palace, the power to manage the king's household. When this person opens the door, no one can shut it. And when he shuts it, no one can open it. His decisions are final and supported by God. God has granted ultimate uncontrollable authority to someone, like he done with Eliakim. Okay, gave him Shebana's position. God saying he's giving you authority and control to manage access of opportunities and decisions, opening and closing. The key represents authority over the house of David, meaning power to decide who enters and who is excluded. When the person God has chosen opens a door, no one can shut it, and no one can open it, indicating that the decision is final and supported by God. Okay? Because God told Noah to build an ark. Noah was telling everyone he's going to build an ark. God's coming to flood out the place. Everyone must get on the ark. And they were mocking him. A day came when the Lord said, Noah, you've got 7 days to get inside this ark and put 2 of each animals. Okay? So a male and a female of the best breed elephants, of the best breed giraffes, both male and female, so they can reproduce. Okay? And he said in 7 days the door's going to close. You see, when that door closed, he's going to pour down rain, destruction. Now, it was destruction for the people that were outside of the ark. But for Noah and the animals, it was a blessing because their boat was able to sail on the ark. So the Lord is giving you authority. When he opens up the door, no man can open it. Because he closed the ark door and no man can open it. And when he opens the door, no man can close it. Okay? 7 days to get them in the boat. He closed the door within 7 days. The Lord's saying the door's closed to you and your enemies. They cannot go to the spiritual realm to look on you no more. The door's closed. And he's going to pour down rain of destruction on them. Because he closed the door. So therefore they can't open it up back. They can't go in the spiritual realm and try to renew spells and open up what God had closed. Okay? God opens up doors that no man can close and closes doors that no man can open. And that's what he's saying in Isaiah chapter 22 verse 22. He's given you authority. He's chosen. God has granted ultimate control, authority to someone to manage, access, opportunities and decisions. Like how he took the grace away from Shebina and gave it to Eliakim. I don't know where them names come from, you know. That's why you don't hear them today. So the opening and closing. The key represents authority over the house of David, meaning power to decide who enters and who is excluded. When the person God has chosen opens a door, no one can shut it and no one can open it, indicating that his decisions are final and supported by God. God is removing prideful stewards like the Shebina man, okay? He removed him and replaced him with someone else. Okay? So God is removing prideful stewards like Saul and put David there. And he's replacing him with the faithful stewards like Eliakim, like you, like David and Saul. He removed Saul and put David there, like Haman and Mordecai. He removed Mordecai. He removed Haman and put Mordecai. The key is authority. It's a heavy responsibility. That's why your attacks are so heavy. God is giving you power, keys to treasures. Okay. So the Lord's saying that the door's closed. He's closed the door on them now. Now the path, the runway straight. Go and do the last thing that he told you to do. And you're going to succeed. That's the word for today. Thanks for listening. Bye.